All right. So look, when I got done filming on location, I was filming for a project, not mine. Doesn't belong to Hardlands Media, but I was an extra on hand. I was scrolling through social media as I returned safely home. No, not texting and driving. And I found out that good friend of the show, Jimmy Dore, was on Southwest Flight 1496 Burbank to Las Vegas. The pilot had to aggressively avoid a midair collision over Burbank Airport. And so Jimmy Dore, Chicago's very own, along with his wonderful, beautiful partner, Steph Zamorano, was there as well. And first of all, I just want to say to Jimmy and Steph as well, I'm glad that both you are safe. And I'm just very grateful that nothing happened to you two or anybody else. Now, yes, there were some people injured, but let's just say, knowing the track record of airplanes in America, Jimmy Dore, I'm not going to tell you how to do anything on your show, but I think you got a lot of comedic material now. You could really rip it into Boeing, air traffic safety, and what it's like to be in a midair collision. I mean, the jokes. Hey, you got a treasure trove of content, my friend. But I'm glad that you're safe. On behalf of myself, Daniel, Hard Lens Media, and the great city of Chicago, safe journeys upon you, man. But here you go. This was the tweet that caught my attention, and I was literally floored when this happened. So just now, this happened again. This was posted 3:24 p.m., July 25th. Life is short and precious, people. Live every minute to the fullest. Just now, Southwest Flight 1496 Burbank to Las Vegas. Pilot had to dive aggressively to avoid midair collision over Burbank Airport. Myself and plenty of other people flew out of their seats and bumped heads on ceiling. A flight attendant needed medical attention. Pilot said his collision warning went off and he needed to avoid a plane coming at us. Wow. And you know what? I'm glad that nothing bad happened. But here is a video. It's only 30 seconds from Steph. So glad that she is safe. Jimmy, I'm glad you're safe. Nothing but love and respect for you two. And just, wow, I can't even believe this happened.
Okay, just a few minutes ago, we ended up having crazy turbulence on this flight. Like, Jimmy, have you ever had that experience before that much?
Turns out not turbulence. It was the pilot taking an aggressive move because there was another plane coming at us. That's what it was. There's a collision avoidance.
We're driving home.
Oh, I like how the Steph just says, "Hey, we're driving home. I don't care how much the Uber is. We're driving home. We're driving home. We're driving home, man." Well, I think first of all, again, hey, just I hope this doesn't turn you away from flying. But after everything that we've been covering the last year, hell, Jimmy's been covering it, INN, RBN, Due Dissidence, everybody on the left and on the right, with the track record that Boeing has, and not to mention air traffic safety. Flying doesn't seem that so safe anymore. Plus, I also want to add on here too. Look, yours truly, Kit Adrian Cabela, would love to travel overseas again. I want to definitely visit Japan again, God willing, once all my troubles are over. Oh, and by the way, don't forget to comment, like, and share the video because that counts as a full video now, a full view for a video. Just going to have to add that in there. I'm sorry, folks. I didn't make the rules. It's the YouTube, okay? So comment on the video, like the video, share it, all that good jazz. Anyways, back on point. Yeah, I want to definitely travel overseas, but next thing you know, wings could fall off and boom, I land in the middle of the ocean. And I become shark food, become part of the big cycle. And yes, my middle name is Adrian. There you go. Hey, Adrian, don't worry. I've heard all the Kit Kat jokes. I've heard all the Adrian jokes. Come at me with something fresh and new, people. But this is another video here. Jimmy Dore found this from a person named John Westman, who managed to at least get a video representation of what happened with the flight. So I want to play it right here. Now, there is no audio, but here it is. This was the collision. So there's Jimmy's plane in the red, and it had to make that heavy dive. So again, red flight, red airplane, boom, going down. And there was this plane, N335AX Hawker Hunter. So there you go. Let's watch it again one more time. Again, there is no audio, but this was a flight 1496 737. Oh, it's a 737 Boeing. Oh, Jesus Christ, Jimmy, you're lucky you're even alive. Holy shit. I shouldn't swear. Sorry about that. Oh, God almighty. I just noticed that too. Woo. I just noticed that. Yeah, definitely, Steph. I'm glad that she drove home. Good, good call. It was a bold move, Cotton, and it worked out for them. Glad they're safe. But there's another video as well. This is from another person who was on the plane, and this was her account of what happened. Thankfully, again, everyone is still safe.
I took a Southwest flight from Burbank to Vegas, and I've done it before, and I know that there's a lot of turbulence. And about 10 minutes into the flight, we plummeted pretty far, and I looked around and everyone's like, okay, that's normal. And then within 2 seconds, it felt like the ride Tower of Terror where we fell. I mean, it felt like 20, 30 feet in the air, and the screaming, it was terrifying. We really thought we were plummeting to a plane crash. After everyone was shaken up for a couple of seconds, we realized that the flight attendant had hit her head. It felt like we were flying in the air. And the pilot came on and he told us that we almost collided with another plane and that they lost, I think, air traffic control, if I'm not mistaken, with the, to know that the plane was coming towards us. It was absolutely terrifying. I'm a traveler. I was with my mom who travels everywhere. She goes to Vegas constantly for work, and she said she's never experienced anything like this. I just remember, I think we were all in shock, but I just remember him saying, what just happened was we almost collided with another plane, and I had to make the emergency attempt to, I think he said, go under because we lost service with the air traffic control. Thank you to our pilot.
Yeah, outstanding work from the pilot, and I'm wondering again just what the hell happened. So there is an article that I do at least want to share here, but again, I will state this again. I'm glad that everyone is safe, and you don't think something like this can affect you, but we've known Jimmy since Hardlands Media first started off back in the day when we were on the streets and when we were on radio, and you don't think about something like this happening to you personally, and knowing that there's a horrific crisis with flight safety, overworked and burnt out air traffic control operators, and everything else in between when it comes down to flying the friendly skies in the USA. I'm glad that he's safe. I'm glad that you're alive and well in one piece. But where's the accountability? Because, when Pete Buttigieg was in charge of, transportation, he was the Secretary of Transportation. A guy so skinny, it looks like he couldn't fight out of a wet paper bag. Yeah, Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, he couldn't save anything, couldn't build anything, couldn't really make sure that we were safe, be it on planes, trains, or automobiles. Oh my God, lions, tigers, and bears. But what's the Trump administration doing for accountability? What have all these administrations been doing for accountability? My God, our planes are falling apart. We got overbooked, overworked, burnt out air traffic control operators. These are the people that you want to make sure that got their heads, as I say in the show, their heads on a swivel. You want to make sure that they're good to go. Making sure that they're paid right, benefits and everything. I mean, perhaps I'm going to be the idealist one, and perhaps this is what's going to cause massive cancellation on Hardlands Media. But maybe keeping those people happy will by proxy keep all of you safe in the sky. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dreamer. Let's have democracy in the chat. Type 1 for Kit, you silly goose, you silly dreamer. How dare you? Type 2, no, Kit, you're right, but that's this is America, man. Capitalism first, baby. Anyways, we are going to be pulling up this article here. So I just want to at least pull this up here. So at least you guys have an idea about what happened. So about 6 minutes after Southwest Flight 1496 took off from Hollywood Burbank Airport in Los Angeles County, it abruptly descended from 14,100 feet to 13,625 feet, according to Flight Radar 24. Steve Ulrich, a passenger on the flight who said that they experienced what felt like a significant drop, told ABC News the pilot announced that they had performed the maneuver to avoid a midair collision. Well, that is one hell of a pilot, whoever he or she may be, right? Southwest Airlines said in a statement that the 2 flight attendants are being treated for injuries. That's right, 2 flight attendants have been confirmed to being hit with injuries. The other plane, a Hawker Hunter with the number N335AX, was at an altitude of approximately 14,653 feet when the Southwest flight began to descend. Source told ABC News that there were multiple Hawk Hunter aircraft in the area doing a normal operation at the time. Southwest said the flight continued to its destination to Las Vegas, where it landed uneventfully. The airline added that it's working with the Federal Aviation Administration to further understand the circumstances of the event. When a plane's collisions avoidance system detects a possible collision, the plane will either go up or down, and the other plane will do the opposite. Preliminary data shows the planes were several miles apart when the pilots received their alerts. Well, first of all, again, just glad that everyone is safe. I mean, my God, I can't believe that went down. And more importantly, I'm just very shocked that all of that was proceeding. So, flying the friendly skies. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. Just to add more comments in the comment section. Are you still keen on flying across the USA or overseas? Type 3-4. Yeah, Kit, I'm perfectly fine. Woo! Yeah, ready to fly. The type 4. No, man. I don't know if I could risk it. I remember when flying used to be great. Not anymore, honey child. I wonder how many 3s or 4s will be in the chat. I wonder. But again, shout out to Jimmy Dore. Shout out to Steph. Wow. I'm sorry this happened to you guys, but glad you're safe. And please don't cancel your shows in Chicago. we hope you could come back here to the Windy City. But hey, the plus side, technically you got some great new material to talk about air safety in the USA. You got firsthand experience. Much wow. But glad you're safe. Really, to the both of you. Glad you're safe, and all the best to both of you.